When you change your identity and your thinking, that is when you will change your life. Showing your brain this repeated pattern of the same thinking, you're only solidifying your thought process more and more every day. And that's why as people grow older, it becomes harder for them to change, to step into a whole new era of themselves. However, you can change. All right. Hey guys. Look at this setup. Look at this. Listen to this sound. I know you're hearing me real good on this good old, today's Thursday. How you'll actually change your life, backed by neuroscience. You think 60 to 70,000 thoughts a day, and 90% of those thoughts came from yesterday. Your thoughts create your choices create your behaviors create your experiences create your life. You know, when you get these glimpses of what your life could look like, when you imagine what you even want your life to look like, what if you only believed in that instead of the reasons on why it can't happen? Can you let go of your past that continues to recycle in your brain, those old memories, the traumas, the pain? Can you let all of that go? Can you forgive and move forward and release the past to where it is, the past? If I asked you, show me where that one incident with your friend happened, can you actually take me there and show me? You can't, because it doesn't exist anymore. It's in the past. If you feel like you're being called to change, I really hope that you stick around until the end of the video, or even stick with me on this journey, because honey, we are doing it. I've done this once and my whole life changed, and I'm here today doing it again. I'm constantly changing my inner world, but I figured out, oh yeah, that's how I did it the first time. I didn't know that I was changing my whole identity to create a whole new life. You have to be so tired of your own loops and patterns, all these changes that you're trying to make, the routines that you're trying to stick to, the plans that just continuously fall through the crack after a couple of days or a couple of weeks of effort. You think this is the time, this is when the change happens, this time I'm gonna stick to it, and you don't. Over half of you are between 25 and 34, and a little bit less of you are younger than that and older than that. And this is the prime time to just get on your and live your dream life. You can do it. There's nothing about you or what you've gone through, your circumstances right now, that disqualify you from obtaining that dream life that you want. Now let's go through the process, right? You have to think about what you're thinking about constantly and change it. Start paying attention to your thoughts. You'll be very surprised at the things that you think about non-stop. Again, you think 60 to 70,000 thoughts a day. That's a lot. Become conscious of your habits and your behaviors and change them. Look at the emotions that you're feeling every day. What am I feeling constantly? How is it connected to the past? How is it connected to my old self, old memories and people? And decide if those emotions and thoughts belong in your future. I encourage you to start journaling. If not, you can start video diarying, which is this, except you don't put it out into the world unless you want to, or typing. I want you to ask yourself, what do I want in a man or a partner? Do I even give that to myself? If I want love, affection, loyalty, commitment, respect, kindness, am I even giving that to myself? How can I check in with myself? How can I be loyal to myself? You want a man to be loyal to you, only have eyes for you, never look at another woman and wish that was the woman that he looked at all the time. When you look at other women and you think, damn, I wish I looked like that. I wish I had that body. I wish I had those features. It would be so easy to love myself. Imagine a man told you that to you. Those thoughts aren't nice to all versions of ourselves. I know that we live in a time where we are so conscious of all of this. right? We all have our insecurities. I have my own insecurities. For us to want these things from somebody else and not give it to ourselves first, that can put us in some very difficult situations in relationships. It can put us in a position to tolerate less than what we really and truly deserve. Because when your mind is here and your self-love is here, you attract what you're a vibrational match for. What do I want in a friend? Do I even give that to myself? Do I talk to myself the way I would a friend? Can I be more gentle with myself and offer myself more grace the way that I would give a friend? We want these things from other people. We must be willing to give it to ourselves first and foremost. So, what does this new alter ego of you embody? What is she like? What qualities do I wish I had that I want to embody myself? How do I want to feel about myself? What's her relationship like with herself? What do I wish my relationship with myself looked like? If you don't know, think of this. What do I want so badly from others that I don't feel I get in return? We need to give ourselves what it is that we want from others so badly. Expectations lead to disappointment. Honestly, I'm doing my best here. I made these notes and I was like, oh, this video gonna hit. And I'm making the video and I'm just like, it doesn't matter. I'm loving the process. You meet yourself in everyone. Everyone is a reflection of you, your beliefs, and how you see the world. Our minds are constantly looking for ways to validate all of our beliefs and feelings. What do I think of most people? Can I find projections in that? We're constantly projecting. What does she do and what does she not do? Once you've sat with those questions, it doesn't have to be all of them. It can spark new questions that you want to ask yourself. I want you now to create a new alter ego. What's her name? What is her name? This doesn't need to be a public announcement unless you want it to be. You can have your family or your closest friends help you figure out, what would my alter ego name be? Maybe you get inspired by nature. Or maybe it's a more celestial name, a goddess name. Maybe there is somebody that really inspires you in history that you want to also embody those qualities. Whatever your new alter ego name is, sit with it and really try to sync your present self with her. Say goodbye to your old ways and habits of thinking and say hello to this new you. She lives a completely different life. The past has you in a chokehold. Being present is so uncomfortable that you have to constantly use escapism. We must heal our past to stop replaying these same old memories and pains and traumas that keep our emotions just anchored to them, which keeps us anchored to the past. So when you're feeling the emotion of past events and you're looking at the image, you're replaying what that looks like in your head, you're only hardwiring your past more and more and more. The present moment becomes unknown, and that leads to discomfort and escapism, because if I let go of the past, what else do I have to think? People would rather hold on to being anxious and afraid of what the future could hold or what the present moment really feels like, because they're hardwired and conditioned to constantly recycle the past. Pay attention to your thoughts. If you were to focus, make your priority for the rest of this week, what do I think about constantly? You will realize how your mind is stuck in the past. People would rather not sit in that discomfort of letting go and just being in stillness. You can do this. Let things come and go. Be like air in your lungs. It comes and it goes. You can't control everything, but you can control how you react to things. Don't be a victim of your outer world and your past. That person triggered me. They said this. Stop living in offense and letting things upset you and people upset you and taking those things personal and being so involved in other people's lives but your own. Put all of that energy into yourself, into the life that you want to create. You don't have time to make those better choices, which create those better behaviors, which create those better experiences, which creates that better life. But you have time to be involved in other people's business and drama. You are the creator of your life. Mental health is at an all-time high right now. Escapism is at an all-time high right now because people are so stuck and defined by their past. We have to rewire our brain if we want better for ourselves. That's the only answer. You want to make your brain think that you are living that dream life right now. Test drive that car and really feel like, yeah, this is the car that I drive. Imagine that before I got my Range Rover, I imagined that my Honda Civic steering wheel was my Range Rover's wheel. Your alter ego lives the life that you want to live right now. She thinks that she's already living it. It's not something that she desires, which makes it something in the future and far away and out of touch. She makes it something that's present. When you're in the shower, close your eyes while the water's falling on you. And imagine your dream shower in your dream home. You need to feel experiences before the experiences happen. Create a new routine. Your subconscious is your ego. Your ego is your subconscious. As humans, our default is fear and comfort. You have to override all of your feelings when you're creating this new routine for yourself and what that looks like. Do it tired, do it angry, do it sad, do it afraid. And it will all pay off when you're consistent. People who are half as great as you are living the life that you dream of living, because they actually have the courage to do it, and they actually have the courage to think highly of themselves, regardless of how they're perceived. Stop pouring into everyone and pour into yourself. It's not that you don't have the time, it's that you're not making the time. Where would you not have time in your day to think? Because if you can make the changes here, you're making the changes here. If you'd rather be comfortable living a mediocre life, unfulfilled, that will be you a year from now. This is the time of revolution for us women. We're expecting more, not just from men, but more from ourselves. Your alter ego knows her purpose in life, and she is not afraid at anything that it takes to live out her purpose. She lets God or spirit, whatever you believe in, work through her to change people's lives and to change her own life. She's creative. She has the skills. She has the techniques. She puts herself out there and she's not afraid to. She doesn't care what people think. She's confident. So stop waiting. The time is now. Divine guidance is always leading the way for us. Keep in mind that elevation requires separation at times. So if you're having fallouts with friends or had fallouts, experiencing that right now, it's because you're being called for something that is beyond you. Everybody can't go with you. You got this, but you're not going to get different by doing the same and staying the same. That does not bring forth change and transformation, and that's on neuroscience. Understand that nobody's coming to save you. People are not coming to save you and rescue you and change your life for you. Make better choices for you. When you do it, you're going to be so glad that you did when you did, and you're going to reap all of the benefits. A lot of good things are going to happen way faster than you could have ever imagined. You're already so blessed right now. Give gratitude for the life that you already have. Give gratitude for the woman that you are right now. She's good enough. She's good enough to be loved as she is. She deserves the things that she wants out of life. You deserve all of those things right now. You do. We are being supported always. You don't have to just lean on your own power. There is something greater than you and beyond you that is here to help you and lift you up. I really hope that I said everything as best as I could and that it was received with love. I really want nothing more than for us women to come together, stick together, and to better ourselves together so that we can just watch each other manifest and live and create the life that it is that we just want to live. You know what your bestie's biggest dreams are. You know what your biggest dreams are. Now imagine if we just hold each other accountable and ride these journeys out together. and watch it all unfold together, community. So I'm creating my YouTube community here and it's growing. Stay tuned for how this journey is going to keep unraveling for me. I'm doing this with you. You're not alone. I am a human. I am not perfect. It is a journey, being conscious of those thoughts, reprogramming your thoughts, and rewiring your mind. Because your mind wants to stay comfortable and stick to what it knows. Thank you for watching. I love you so much. Make sure you add me on socials at Jessi Milani on Instagram and at Jessi Milani _ on TikTok. I'll see you next time, bestie. Bye. Bye.